Most people believe their biggest problem is laziness, or lack of motivation, or discipline. They think, if I just tried harder, everything would change. But psychology tells a very different story. Your mind was never designed to make you successful. It was designed to keep you safe. And safety, to the brain, means familiarity. Every thought you have, every habit you repeat, every decision you avoid, your mind quietly runs a background check. Is this familiar, or is this unknown? If something feels familiar, the brain relaxes. If something feels unfamiliar, the brain activates fear. Not dramatic fear, not panic, subtle fear, doubt, overthinking, second-guessing. That quiet heaviness that says, maybe not today. This is why change feels uncomfortable, even when it's good for you. Your brain does not measure happiness, it measures predictability. That's why people stay in jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and routines that slowly destroy their confidence. Because familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar freedom. Psychologists call this status quo bias. The brain prefers what it already knows, even if it's damaging. And here's something most people never realize. Your brain will protect a bad pattern before it risks an unknown outcome. That's why motivation never lasts. Motivation is emotional, and emotions are temporary. The moment motivation fades, your brain regains control. And when the brain is in control, it chooses comfort. That's why real change rarely comes from inspiration. It comes from repetition. The brain does not change through understanding. It changes through exposure. What feels uncomfortable today becomes neutral tomorrow. What feels impossible now becomes automatic later. This is called neural adaptation. Your brain resists change at first, but once a behavior becomes familiar, the resistance disappears. Confidence does not come before action. It comes after repetition. Discipline does not come from willpower. It comes from structure. People who change their lives are not stronger than you. They did not silence fear. They simply acted long enough for the brain to stop resisting. And once the mind accepts something as normal, it stops fighting. That's why the most dangerous lie your brain tells you is this: I'll start when I feel ready. Readiness is a feeling. And feelings follow action, not the other way around. You're not stuck because you're broken. You're not stuck because you're weak. You're stuck because your mind is doing exactly what it was trained to do: protect you from the unfamiliar. Growth begins the moment you stop waiting for comfort and start creating familiarity. This is 3-Minute Psychology.